Headlines that are out there right now that are categorizing that show, Wake Up Barstool, like this. Microscopic Wake Up Barstool, ratings somehow getting smaller. All right, we're going to have to dive into this real quick because we all know the changes that happened at FS1. We all know that Wake Up Barstool, led by Dave Portnoy, came in to save the day. Coming from the digital, the online experience, to take it to mainstream, to the linear cable. And where we are right now is not a good place. So the real of it is Wake Up Barstool debuted. Its first week ratings were shockingly low, sinking even further than the last days of Undisputed and the ill-fated Breakfast Ball and the Facility. The idea that FS1 had a floor for their morning time slots up against the dominance of ESPN's Get Up and First Take was put to the test. The bad news for Fox Sports and Barstool in their new partnership is that the ratings have somehow gotten even worse with all that attention. So let's look at it. Week one viewership. They had 20,000, 13,000, 13,000, 20,000. Pretty simple, right? It's almost like automatic, like it's a machine, some bots watching it, like it's weird. Same number, and then just flipping it. Next week, come back Monday 23. Okay, Monday's always the biggest coming off football. Good. 7 compared to 20, you've already dropped 13. 8 the next week versus 13, drop 5. 15 to 13. Oh, you picked up Thursday Night Football. Okay, picked up. Friday, you went from 20 to 8. Okay. Let me tell you what's at play right here, because I could just bore you guys with all the stuff that all these execs are sitting down and having conversations with, Zooms, telecommunication, in-person meetings, saying, hey, we need to have some patience, okay? It takes time, right? We all know that the content is king, so we have good content. It will rule at the end of the day. But, you know, new habits are hard to form, right? So it's hard for the audience to grab those new behaviors and new habits and get used to this new show in this time slot. All that is real. The problem is Dave Portnoy is too smart. He going to walk away from that meeting, and Eric Shanks and the executives going to walk away from the meeting and have a different conversation. And let's just say that conversation going to be a little more real than the one they're going to have in front of each other. Because even if you're not shook by these numbers right now, you're still on alert, right? Maybe you're not panicking, but you're certainly looking at them with a different perspective. So let's talk about the digital versus linear. Let's talk about the online versus mainstream and those components, because I've done both. And being talent, as they say in mainstream, you're a talent, or being a creator, like they say when you're at the crib in the basement. Let me tell you the difference. Okay, so I do notice that in the digital space, the content has to be more direct. We want you to be authentic. We want you to be raw, right? Like, show up, don't shave, wear a t-shirt, wear the little $9 chain you got on, like, be you. And that's some adjusting to make no matter who you are. If you're the audience, they got an adjustment to make. If you're that person, you got an adjustment to make. The whole industry looks at that differently. Digital space, right? That's how they want it, though. I'm just giving you the typical, the general. Obviously, there's some well-polished shows on the digital, and there's some dusty-ass shows on the mainstream. But the mainstream typically is layered and structured, and it's a slow play, and I call it makeup media, right? It takes time. Like, one of the things I am is long-winded, in part because I was trained 20-some years to build it up. Even in TV, you hit them, you punch them with the point, and then you build it up, because you need people to stick around for 30 minutes, an hour, 2 hours for this show. Like, you got to build this show up and your topics, and within a topic, you got to build the argument. You just can't lay it out and then in 8 seconds, they're like, all right, that's it? Okay, we out. You know what I'm saying? Or you just can't load the show to the point where they're like, oh, that's all the hot stuff? We out. So the digital space, in a lot of ways, in the habits and some of its elements, competes against the mainstream show. And I think we're seeing that gap and that divide between online and mainstream. They all don't convert. They all don't pull to Pat McAfee. And even early reports with Pat McAfee, nothing like this, but there were early reports. I don't know if they were true or not because they were beefing in ESPN, but Pat McAfee had a little struggle, reports, to convert it over. But it seemed like he's hit his stride and it's all good now. But let's talk about the audience. Let's talk about y'all, because you guys also are different in the digital space than you are in the mainstream world, right? In the digital space, y'all impatient. Seriously, like y'all are easily swayed, right? You could be rocking with a creator. He say one thing, you're like, man, forget this fool. Because everybody here is in like. I'm gonna say it again, y'all in like. Like, I like that. Okay, that's why you hit the little button. I like that. Like, there's actually a like button, right? And you roll with that creator. But in mainstream with the talent, y'all rock with who y'all rock with. You get the difference? And ain't no like, it's some love. I love that show, right? You know, how many times you see somebody say, I love that creator? Like, nah, I love what you do, but I like you. And I like that segment. I like that show. And it's a big difference I'm seeing because the loyalty and the investment in the mainstream just seems different from the audience compared to what it is here. Point being like this. I can do this video right now and y'all like it. Y'all can even say you love it. Go ahead. The next video I do, versus in mainstream, I don't know if y'all not paying attention or not, but y'all just be letting us go and the shows just be going. And I still love that show. When last time you watched it? Oh, it's been a minute. I still love that show. Oh, what'd they say yesterday? I don't really know. Like, you just love it. Like you just in love with something, even if you're not always checking in on it. So I think it's a different level from the audience I've always felt. All that in summation about this show, Wake Up Barstool, I thought from hello, I was like, interesting. That time slot, right, would Get Up. Get Up is actually trying to be full of energy and fun. So then when they first had Breakfast Ball, which was before the Carton show, right? I was like, y'all not matching energies with Get Up is winning, and y'all gonna come with something that's different. And it didn't have the same energy. But now I think Wake Up Barstool is trying to go with that energy. But Get Up is coming with that polished, mature, like adult energy, like coffee. And then they're coming more with like a Red Bull, you know what I mean? And it's gonna take time for people to adjust their taste buds to it. That's part one. Part two is the promotion, and even Dave Portnoy talked about it. Promotion ain't been like, I know Get Up is on, and then I know it's First Take, right? And then I know it's Pat McAfee, and like I know it without even knowing it. You just know it because they be promoting it. It be in your face. The FS1 lineup is a little different in terms of that. So I think that Dave Portnoy wasn't just sitting there saying, hey, I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna actually tell y'all why in part. But y'all beat it up in the comments. Let me know what you think. I'm just giving you the experiences and what they really dealing with behind the scenes. Haven't seen the show, so I can't even go there. But those numbers, they've never been that bad. To the point, let me say this last part. To the point. Let me read this last part. This is crazy. Even Barstool head honcho Dave Portnoy has admitted that he's not entirely satisfied with the product that he is putting forth just yet in his Monday appearances. But right now, it looks like Mondays are the only days where there's any kind of audience whatsoever. Given how low the number is, though, it's hard to tell if those extra 10,000 viewers are showing up because of his name recognition or because sports programming is naturally higher on Monday mornings during football season. To put his number in perspective, it is almost 35 times lower than what ESPN drew for First Take during the month of August at 418,000 viewers, at an average of just over 12,000 viewers for his second week. It is trending towards becoming the lowest rated show in FS1 history, according to this database. Damn. Even trailing Major League Pickleball at 15,000 viewers. Woo. Come in my backyard and play some pickleball and outrate that. That's crazy. That's real. So beat it up in the comments. Let me know what y'all think. So yeah, you know what we do on this show, boy. We flow, boy. But before we flow, boy, we check in on your blood flow, boy. Let me know about your blood flow. How you feeling right now? We talking about energy just earlier. I'm talking about not sugar, not caffeine, but real blood flow. Circulation that's strong, that moves the body. It moves your oxygen and nutrients to where it needs to go, your muscles, your brain, and your heart. You see that product right there? That's what Vinia does. So use the code Marcellus10 QR code, 10% off, or the website. Where you want to get it, go get it. It's made from red grape cell powder. This is legit. Helps your body naturally produce more nitric oxide so you feel more energy, more focus, more alert, and you are on the go. I'm telling you, no sugar, no caffeine. Forget those fake blends. Stop faking it. Feel it. I'm talking about one chew a day, and next thing you know, you're going to feel your grind as you feel it with Vinia. So use my code Marcellus10 for 10% off. Now, you know what we do on this show, boy. We blow, boy. Oh, what Dave do to get this beat? Oh, he in the zone. He getting love. It's that beat right here. Who should I go grab? Cujo. What's up, Wiley? Yeah. Who else should I go get? Man, rest in peace, DMX. I want to get some of that too. Oh, let's go get it, baby. Let's go get it, son. I'm about to flow. Let's go. Yo, wake up, Barstool. Better hit the snooze. Lowest rated show. Y'all was destined to lose. FS1 history set a brand new low. From bad to worse, yeah, we watching the flow. Used to have Shannon skip with the spice. Now it's watered down takes, nothing precise. Whitlock, Wiley, them voices were loud. Now it's tumbleweeds blowing through the studio crowd. Y'all dance around lawsuits, tiptoeing on glass. Every headline's messier than the last. Fall out crazy, left y'all scarred. Trying to spin weak takes, truth hit hard. Fans missed the fire, real TV fight. Now it's awkward chuckles in that late night light. FS1 looking like, why we greenlit this? Ain't a wake-up call, it's a sleepover, miss. Questions hang heavy, can Dave save the day? I don't know, but while it's fading away, got clout online, piece of game on lock. FS1 number steady hitting that rock. Skip talking while Shannon preached that game. Without them, Barstool, man, it don't hit the same. Pass the mic before the curtains close. The ratings saying it loud, y'all already exposed. Wake up, Barstool, more like stay sleep. Ratings in the gutter, dropping too deep. Scandals, lawsuits, y'all ducking the heat. Portnoy the captain, but this ship might sing. Damn. I be flowing, I don't be knowing where I be going, but I'm showing. Become a gym member with Project Transition. As a giver every month, small gifts have a big impact in creating real change. Not only will you transform lives, you'll also win and unlock once-in-a-lifetime experiences. Join me, Marcellus Wiley, in making a real impact through Project Transition, a global giving community dedicated to uplifting underserved youth with mentorship, education, and access to real opportunities. Your donation doesn't just enter you to win unforgettable prizes and exclusive experiences with myself and other gym members. It fuels our mission to empower the next generation of leaders, dreamers, and game changers. From after school programs, life skills camps, and career development, every dollar helps unlock potential where it's needed most and where every person makes a world of difference. Give back, win big, be the difference, be greater than your greatest excuse. Support Project Transition today. Become a gym member and help turn obstacles into opportunities.
Let me put you on to something that's part of my daily routine now. Vinia, not a powder, not a pill.
It's the Daily Chews 2X formula. And yeah, they taste good too.
It's plant-based. No stimulants, no crash, no jitters, no banned substances, no junk. It's Informed Sports certified. Just something that actually delivers. Link in description, vinia.com/Marcellus. Discount code Marcellus10 for a 10% discount. Wow.
It's been a decade plus that I knew that this day was going to come.
Oh, this is not hyperbole here. Because I believe the purpose.
Time to hydrate. Hydration's the situation, so.